Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel, and this is my first impressions look on the new Puma Triple basketball shoe, and this shoe is only going for $80 guys, super cheap. And so if you guys do want to cop, I'll leave a link in the description box. There are 3 colorways available. There's this red one, there is a white one, and also a black one with kind of like a volt lining. So again, links are below, but let's get it started off with the tracciones, right? I don't know what it is with Puma, but they like to make a very thick outsole. As you guys can look at that, it's like super thick. I guess that's good for durability. So as far as the actual like durability goes, it feels like it's going to be really good. The grooves are very deep. There's a lot of grooves as well, and the rubber is super hard. So I feel like outdoor use and durability is going to be very good. And also just trying it out on my wood floors, it has a very nice squeak and a very nice bite. I don't know what they did, but the rubber compound seems really good. I'm super excited to try it out. This pattern is pretty cool though. Like here in the middle of the forefoot, we have a little bit of a triangle and then a little bit of a circular pattern, kind of like circles out from there, but it is separated by these segments. And then here in the heel, we have a Puma logo. So as far as the traction goes, from a first impression standpoint, it seems really good and I like it so far. And as far as the heel to toe transition, it feels really nice as well. Here in the heel, we have a nice curved shape as well as a fully exposed midsole. You know, nothing's caging it or anything. So it feels pretty nice here in the heel. And then here in the forefoot, we have a very nice curved shape as well as a lot of forefoot flex. So heel to toe transition right now seems very smooth. Also, it's kind of nice. As you guys can see here on the medial side, the rubber does come up a good amount. So if you do a lot of these types of movements, it will keep you covered with that extra grip here. So that's a nice little bonus there. All right, moving on to the cushioning setup. So we have a full length Pro Foam midsole, and it says it's high rebound. And Pro Foam, I don't know, as far as like me trying it out, it seems to have a good amount of compression here in the heel. It feels comfortable and all that. Here in the forefoot, not as much. So that's nice. You know, you have good compression from the actual midsole. Court feel seems really good. It doesn't seem super bouncy right now though, so of course I'm gonna need to try that out and test it. But right now it doesn't seem super bouncy, it just seems more soft. As far as the insole goes, it seems to be a regular Outsole insole. There's a little bit of foam, and then for the strobe board, it seems pretty stiff, you know, very glued down. So stepping comfort is okay, not the best. Hopefully it breaks in, you know, when I play in it, and the heat from my foot kind of like, you know, softens the glue up a little bit in the strobe board. We'll have to see on that, but right now stepping comfort is okay. So as far as the overall cushioning setup right now, it seems okay. Right now it feels more like a responsive cushioning setup with a little bit of compression, and it's kind of comfortable. So, you know, I don't really mind it. At least it feels better than like a full length Phylon, you know. All right, moving on to the materials. So throughout this upper, here in the toe box, as well as here in the midfoot, we have a performance mesh. And it feels pretty nice, you know, it has a little bit of stretch to it, so it doesn't feel like the most supportive material. Here at the edge of the toe box, we have some fuse for extra added durability, although it seems kind of cheap, but that's okay, it's only 80 bucks, right? This material though is extremely thin. It doesn't feel stiff at all, especially here in the forefoot. So it feels very comfortable. It conforms to your foot very well. So I like the minimal feel that it gives you here in the forefoot as well as here in the midfoot. Like, it's extremely thin here. Around the eyelets, we have some leather. It says it's leather on the tech specs, but I feel like it's synthetic leather. So we have that around the eyelets as well as for the Puma logo. And then coming here into the back, we have some more synthetic leather as well as the Puma logo. So of course, I mean, for 80 bucks, I can't really complain about the quality of the leather, but as far as the performance mesh goes, it feels very nice on foot, but I am a little bit worried about the support. And then for the tongue, it looks like it's a regular independent tongue. You know, it's not a half booty construction tongue. It is quite large, and there is a good amount of padding, so that feels nice and plush on top of your foot. And for the ankle area, I would say there is an average amount of padding, so it feels nice and cozy here in the back of the shoe. So for the overall materials, although like I keep saying, the quality isn't the best, I feel like it's gonna get the job done on foot, and it feels comfortable and super minimal. All right, moving on to the fit, I went true to size and it fits me pretty well. So for length, I went true to size, and like my toes are pretty much right at the edge. I would say it's a little short. That's okay with me, you know, as long as like my toe, you know, when I go forward and then stop, if If my toes hit the tip of the shoe and it hurts, then it's gonna be an issue. But for right now, it feels okay. Obviously, if you don't like that, you know, I would suggest going up half a size, but there will be a little bit of length, obviously. So just be careful on that. The sizing is a little weird for the length in this shoe. As far as the toe space goes, there is a little bit of toe space, not super roomy and not super snug. So it's enough to be like okay for me, but I wish it was a little bit more snug. And like I mentioned before, this mesh material doesn't seem like it's like super supportive. It stretches a little bit. So of course, when I play, I feel like it's not gonna be super supportive, and it's probably gonna stretch out when I break it in. So it's probably gonna get even roomier, which I don't like as much. You know, especially with these like mesh materials, I wish companies would make the fit a little bit tighter, or just like glue it down or fuse it in places so it doesn't stretch out as much. But anyways, if you like a roomier fit, obviously that's better for you. But if you like a very snug fit, like in the Kyries or the KDs, this shoe is not going to be it for you. But the weird thing is, the width is pretty damn narrow. You know, I can definitely feel the snug fit in the width, especially with this Pro Foam here on the side of my foot. So the overall fit is kind of weird. You know, it's pretty narrow, but kind of roomy here in the toe box, and also a little short. But for me, overall, I feel like it's an okay fit. Hopefully it doesn't get any worse. All right, moving on to the support in lockdown, it feels like it's going to be very good. So for lateral containment, we can see here in the forefoot, the foam does come up. It's like, especially here where your pinky toe is, so that's really nice. Here in the midfoot, we have the Puma logo, and then here in the heel, we have an internal TPU heel counter, as well as the foam coming up, acting as a sidewall a little bit. So lateral containment, I feel like it's going to be good. And for lateral stability, there's no outrigger, but you know, the midsole does protrude out a good amount, so I feel like lateral stability is going to be good as well. All right, moving on to the weight, the shoe actually feels pretty damn light. You know, I'm guessing like 11, 12 ounces maybe, 12.5 ounces or something like that. Ooh, okay, so 11.64 ounces. That's actually very, very light. The average weight of my shoes is around 12.5 ounces. Let's check the left pair, and it's 11.53 ounces. So 0.1 ounce difference between the left and right pair. That's not a huge deal at all. So yeah, it feels super minimal, especially for the materials. And it feels like it's going to be very responsive as well. And the traction feels really nice. The cushion feels very responsive. Support, you know, hopefully my foot doesn't move around in the shoe too much because of the material not being like super supportive. But I don't think it's going to be a huge deal. So I feel like it's going to be a very responsive shoe. I like how it feels on foot as well. It just feels really lightweight. All right, moving on to the aesthetics. I really like it. You know, I love this design here in the midsole. It kind of like mirrors the Puma logo here on the upper. That looks nice. And I don't really like this pattern here on the midsole. That makes it look a little weird. But other than that, it's a pretty simple looking shoe. And I like the colorways that have come out. I wish I would have gotten the white one though. The white one looks very, very nice. It's just, you know, white basketball shoes, they get super dirty. So that's why I got the red one. But anyways, I like it overall. Tell us what you guys think of the aesthetics down in the comment section below. So wrapping things up, this shoe is looking real nice, you know, lightweight. Support, we'll have to see on that. Cushion seems pretty good. Traction seems really good. And the price point is the best part of all that, you know, 80 bucks. So first impressions, it's looking really, really nice. Two things for me though, like I said, is the support. And then the fit in the toe box isn't the greatest for me. But everything else is, you know, seeming really, really good and solid right now. And I'm super excited to try it out. So anyways, again, if you guys do want to cop, I'll leave a link in the description box, but that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.